There's an abundance of support. Our stress and struggles following our service comes less from the battlefield experiences and more from the transition, going to a place where you're coming from a place surrounded by people who would take a bullet for you, to a community which feels alien. We feel respected but misunderstood, and a society which believes that we are broken only fuels this brokenness, this pity party which occurs too much. This happened after 9/11 when the military, not the nation, went to war. The military, since 9/11, went to the battlefields of Iraq and Afghanistan and beyond again and again, while the nation went back to life as normal, save for some inconvenience at the airport. We don't know each other, and that's not healthy for our community and our nation. Therefore, we have a mission for you. You shouldn't expect the colonel to show up to an event like this without more work to do. On this Veterans Day, I have a mission. Be their sergeant major. Be their new sergeant. For every waking moment of our military careers today, 50 years or 27, we have a sergeant not far away, typically, or at least expected them, there to guide us, to teach us, to care for us, to keep us in line. The non-commissioned officers of our military are the enemy of the world. Nothing in the military gets done without them. Nothing. But in an instant, once we step out of the uniform, these guardian angels vanish. So that mission is now yours. Be their sergeant. Be the sergeant for a veteran. It's not hard. You can find us all over this wonderful community wearing t-shirts, tattoos, bumper stickers which indicate we served. Find us and friend us. Move beyond thank you for your service. Having longer conversation with questions like, how was your transition? What do you wish society knew about military service? How has your military service informed what you do today? How has it affected your family? These exploratory conversations are what we need. More than dedication, I say. Be a sergeant or a veteran today. Don't be afraid. We're just like you, just waiting in line for donuts. We're not the angry, ticking time bombs you might see on social media or on TV. We're actually quite clever once you get up close and personal. OMG, LOL. And there is no better place than right here in East Tennessee to have these conversations, to get to know us. I've done this community in 2021, and my wife Leslie and I have decided to stay. We elect to stay because it is a community which embraces us. It's a community which honors its nation, its veterans, and its first responders. It's a community with a fantastic VA. It's a community with great people and places. We elect to stay because of wonderful schools such as this one, Science Hill, Go Hill Farms. Or become one of us. Our military is the very best to step forward We, as veterans, we need you just as you need us. God bless our veterans and their families, and they can watch over those who still live in our families today. And happy Veterans Day. Thank you very much.
Our veterans serve as part of our nation's rich heritage, which includes a unique service song and flag for each training service.
Will it adjust it when you're still on this camera? Because I'm afraid I'm gonna mess something up.
Now I'll introduce